in this video, I have a saying about giving a rat's ass that's kind of funny. That how can you give a rat's ass? The ass of the rat isn't yours to give, so let the rat keep his ass. Or you can pick up a rat and hand him to somebody else's ass first, and yes, you're giving a rat's ass. And if the other person wants to accept the rat ass first, to give a rat's ass, you're sort of offering up the rat's ass, and it's up to the other person if he wants to accept. So I'll have another saying too, that in some certain things, that if a rat's ass should really be offered or even given about a particular subject. So that's what I say about tolerance to a certain thing. You can say sometimes you give a shit. There's some and I also have a thing where I say there's certain aspects of giving a shit or giving a fuck. It's not that I don't give a shit or give a fuck. It's there's some aspects of giving a shit or giving a fuck that I don't give a shit or a fuck about. And at any given time, when and where should a rat's ass be given, or a fuck be given, or a shit be given, or even offered? You know what I mean? Alright, what's up, yins guys? Time for another video. In this, tell some of my viewers that, and I'm being mutually and sarcastically speaking, or being mutually sarcastic, if any of yins guys or any were close to like I am about sarcasms. And I will say right off the bat, right in the very beginning, I'm trying not to laugh here in case I had some stuff that I wrote about this, bear with me, which I literally was thinking, and I make myself laugh. I was so sarcastic, I make myself laugh with this, you know what I mean? And I will say one thing too, that I don't always have to do it, but I remind people, I never read any of my thoughts off a website. You'll never see me like some of like the far leftists, even from when I was back in college and all that stuff, and all these types who look like they were just reading somebody else's shit off a website. And hey, if I mess up some of my thoughts or ramble, that's how you get it. So, but there is some cases where a video like this now too, which I almost always put stuff on my videos that I wrote next to and pinned next to the video, if you will, so that one way or the other, if you want to skim through my video and with the slider and just whether you want to flip me off or do whatever the hell, and if you're too lazy to maybe listen to a whole video and skim through it, maybe there's people out there that are too lazy to read anything at length. They're afraid that they might actually have to, instead of troll, have any balls to adjust their intelligence to actually read and address anything I'm saying. They're too afraid of it. But anyway, this one, you'll see me actually looking on this tablet for a second, and I'm not going to read you what I wrote about this and make a video out of it to read you what I wrote. But I have so much delicious sarcasms here, which I'm proud of, that I made myself laugh, that I do not want to leave out. So I don't want to look like I'm reading everything to you, but anything I do read, it's not some thoughts of somebody else's website. It's shit I indeed wrote. And it's one of them deals where you want to write it, and then when you're ready to go speak it in the video, whether you do that and write, you do a little bit of both, you want to make sure you don't leave stuff out. Now, I don't want to leave nothing out in this video. But without further ado, this one is sarcastically brought to you by the TV show 60 Minutes, which was the trademark ticking clock before TikTok app ever was around. These, the trademark program that had a trademark pocket watch ticking away. It was around since a lot of us were still in diapers and remember it, that little intro with the ticking clock has never changed. But courtesy of our friends at 60 Minutes, which 60 Minutes has changed over the years, that's for sure. The subject matter, if you got this far in my explaining myself in the beginning of this video, and I'm trying not to laugh too, literally, because I wanted to make a video about this and I'll write about it because I try to make a video without trying to laugh. I'm not as charismatic as like Razor Fist, Rageaholic, or Styx Hexenhammer 666. In fact, he has better hair and he's not going bald. I like my gray hair. I don't give a fuck. But anyway, what I'm telling you, courtesy of the TV show 60 Minutes. And yeah, it got me laughing. I don't know about you guys, but when I saw the what is that, Prince Henry, and then you should just call him Prince Henrietta because he's a big girl. I think I get him mixed up. I accidentally called him Prince Philip by mistake, but Prince Henry or Harry or what's his face, married to what's her name, Meghan, Margle, Marquette, whatever the hell she is. Okay, yeah, the drama, okay, with those two, now they're on 60 Minutes, they I have to tell all thing. And I'm going to tell you why. A lot of us didn't fall off a turnip truck here, but most of the Jerry Springer fans and the reality show watchers, they eat that shit up. They eat that up like nobody's business. And my thing is calling bullshit and to make fun of, left royalty. It's publicized that they left royalty. No, okay, don't get a house somewhere like anybody else to get away from it. It has to be publicized. Oh, and they want to, they want to tell. 60 Minutes says they want to tell all. Oh, it's so important to tell all what went on in the house during the whole thing. And we already, in a way, were laughing at it when he had to come over here to Oprah. And Oprah, of course, with her trademark crocodile, what I call crocodile mortifiedness or crocodile outrageous surprise, her mouth open like an oval. Just like I say, just because people cry, just like people cry crocodile tears, any crocodile emotions, you've got the crocodile, to talk to. Oh, you got to come to Oprah. And my glancing on everything I wrote here too, that I want to say this is so important too. I'm going to tell you what I wrote. I'm looking at this in blocks to make sure I don't leave no sarcasms out. Okay. And keeping in mind, I'm telling you what I wrote here. America, I actually think land of the free is, for my opinion, this might be my opinion, but I actually think it's fact. But I think America has everybody beat. They're second to none. When it comes to the finest, most delicious news media outlets who are highly skilled and highly trained in promoting and endorsing and encouraging and creating celebrity victims. They're good at creating celebrity victims, and in that skill and know-how and ability, and for my opinion, they're second to none. America, even though it's land of the free, is in fact the victim, the celebrity victim creating and encouraging media outlet capital of the world. Nobody in the world has us beat. We're unsurpassed. And for me, I don't think in America that's anything to be proud of. It's something to be sarcastic about and to make fun of. And the only thing this subject matter being worthy of attention, because it's about getting public attention. And the only reason some of us give it public attention is to make fun of it. And the only reason from the day those two left royalty, they're not gonna make it some small thing that makes the news like it's gonna make the news. Okay, disappear somewhere. get a house in Canada, get a house somewhere else in their country, get a house in somewhere, live happily ever after. You think Prince Harry or Henry, what's his face, and Meghan Markle, they want to run away and get away from royalty to go, work in Walmart, work in Home Depot? No, they want to still live like royalty, right? And they want to make money somehow. They're not going to go. He's not going to support her working in Walmart, of course, or not working some suit. Get some desk job wearing a suit. Maybe him and her work, maybe like the Bon Jovi song, "Born to Me, My Baby." Dinner for two on a TV tray. We both got jobs because there's bills to pay. It ain't fancy, baby. That's okay. No, it's not the Bon Jovi lyrics. Happiness, not by any means. No, leaving royalty and then right, and it becomes a big spectacle. And once again, showing up on 60 Minutes. Oprah ain't enough. Oh, it's not about. Oh, I really. It's really important. Okay, bear with me. I'm trying not to laugh. Oh, it's that important. Oh, we got to get this out there. No, don't you think you're doing that shit for nothing? It's about a fucking book deal, okay? Leaving royalty, and a pun intended here, they want royalties, as in money royalties. You think they're going on 60 Minutes and Oprah for free? That shit. You sell your story, okay? They're selling their story, making money from it. You sell your boohoo story or whatever the hell. And I have this in my notes and what I wrote here too, but I wrote it more near the end. But I want to stress this very much about the country they came from. Any of you guys come from this country. I'm not insulting you in any way. This is a good thing that I commend about you, that I put in these writings. I want to make sure I get this straight here too. That I regard this in the media attention. Your country has a saying which a lot of us, I want to speak up for all Americans, a saying that I fell in love with. I absolutely love, okay? Which we have the equivalent word for it. We call it pissing and moaning and a whole list of other things connected with celebrity media, victim theater, okay? You guys in your country call it taking a piss, or taking the piss, or piss taking. And I remember seeing Pat Condell on YouTube when he used to be on YouTube. He has his, things against overbearing Islam and everything else. He used it, and I seen it in people from your country that do gaming blogs. I love that saying, taking the piss. I'm surprised that am I the only person in America who had the desire to steal this saying and make it my own? I'm surprised it didn't catch on in my country years ago, because I absolutely love that saying. Because this is what they're doing, taking the piss. That saying of taking the piss, I love that saying so much that I don't make. Anyway, I love that saying. That saying is awesome. It's but that's what they're doing, taking the piss taking, and making money by piss taking. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about making money. And these Jerry and the people in my country, these Jerry Springer watchers or whatever, these reality show watchers. Oh, they eat that stuff up. They'll eat the shit up like a like junk food. You know what I mean? If this theater, this celebrity victim theater drama, they eat that shit up like their reality shows. And that in the reality shows, if that was a marijuana joint or cigarette, they smoke that right up and happily swallow the damn roach clip too. Or if it was a bottle of beer or wine equivalent, they would drink the hell out of that shit and then go and swallow the glass bottle whole, or else take a bite out of it, crunch it down, and swallow it. Yeah, I'm saying that's how Americans are about the reality shows, and the equivalent of what they take that in. And the rest of us didn't fall off the turnip truck, but a lot of them did. And looking in what I wrote here, if you're familiar with the uh, saying of, you want to look it up on Google about falling off the turnip truck, it's defined as being naive. But if you wanted to talk about, compared to the rest of us, the rest of the people that eat that shit up fell off a turnip truck, but the rest of us didn't. My biggest sarcasm here would be, there's not even enough of turnip trucks in this whole country or the world to accommodate the idiots to actually fall from. Not enough of turnip trucks for all of these people to fall from. You would literally have to resurrect the American automobile industry. Can you imagine the glorious city of Detroit's auto industry coming back again, and it's not all burned out buildings and apocalyptic land back there? That in itself would be a good thing. But with our luck, if that wouldn't happen in our country, it would be manufactured by China, by Toyota or something. You'd be seeing turnip trucks being manufactured in China and brought in here, and there'd be a lot of recalls. Or if you got Elon Musk and Tesla to make electric driven turnip trucks, or self-driving turnip trucks for the rest of these idiots to fall off of, while the rest of us didn't fall from a turnip truck. Laugh our asses off at. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that is one of the out of this thing, I think it comes from some very beautiful sarcasms, you know what I'm saying, that enabled me to make in this. My expression of, how the fuck stupid do you think the rest of us are? And there was like, I remember Jim Quinn, who went political, you know, used to be on a rock and roll station when I was, I believe in the 90s or something, and I was working an industrial job, and after he left being a DJ or whatever, and he became the next Rush Limbaugh and Fred Hansberger. I remember him making a lot of sarcasms about the dumbing down of America, which, just because he talked about the dumbing down of America, nobody heard of Alex Jones yet, by the way, but just because Jim Quinn talked about the dumbing down of America, a lot of other assholes, whether far right or far left, denied the dumbing down of America exists. And I actually call this phenomenon, the reality show watchers and the lovers of politically motivated celebrity victim theater, I call it, really personally and sarcastically, affectionately call it the stupidification of America. You know what I'm saying? It's like, the only reason the rest of us give a fraction of a shit about those two and that all those theatrics is so we can make fun of it. But all the reality show lovers and all the other dumbasses with Jerry Springer attention span are just like, take that stuff right in, you know what I mean? Yeah, literally, they reject any fraction of truth or any question, let alone question any kind of reality, and look at us like we're crazy if we make fun of the shit. They're watching it all like it's a damn drama. Oh my god. And maybe making the faces like the oval mouth face, just like Oprah did, because they're commanded to do so, you know, I mean. bunch of robots. But you see what I mean? Instead of going off somewhere, fine, you don't want to be royalty, but you can't go somewhere else and go on TV and become more like royal pains in the ass, really, and go like my favorite saying from their country goes, taking the piss or piss taking. Come, to our media outlets because after all, you gotta come here because we're second to none as far as creating celebrity victims. In my country, for my opinion, I'll say once again, we're unsurpassed. Second to none. So where do you think they're going to go? They're going to go to Oprah. They're going to go to 60 Minutes and any other media outlet that they sell their story. They're sure as fuck ain't doing it for free, right? They ain't saying that shit for free because, this truth inside the royal house has to be known. Are you shitting me? Some of us that stupid? Or just like I said repetitively about the reality show watching crowd, along with their sheep-like peers. They don't have a sense of humor and they don't make fun of shit like this like the rest of us do, because among their sheep-like peers they don't do that. As a matter of fact, some of them got to look at each other if there's something that they don't like that they have to laugh at, or are they allowed to agree with, or something. Discuss it with their committee. You know what I mean? Or whatever the hell. You know what I mean? And some of them, depending on how much they were smoking there or drinking, you know what I mean? Along with the shit they watch, they're spanned for having any kind of a real opinion. And other than laugh at our opinions, and don't even listen to the entire opinions. It's just, it's just totally like insane. There's a lot of room for me and sarcasms about it, you know what I mean, too. And for your convenience, I just put what I will tell you once again, put what I wrote, and then next to what I'm saying in this video. I do that in videos anyway. But whether some people with a particular patience span or attention span maybe see part of what I'm reading, or listen to part of what I was saying, want to skim through my video with a slide, or flip me off, or while you're smoking a good joint and you want to say, you don't know what he's talking about. He's just some long-haired guy that likes Donald Trump, kind of like Sticks Hexen's Hammer 666 does. That damn hippie sellout. Sticks Hexenhammer 666. But only he has gray hair and he's balder, man. Who the fuck? Yeah. They're like, I'm gonna cut that short. I can give you a bunch of sarcasms there, but it make the video too fucking long. You know what I mean? But I just couldn't resist. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm gonna end this right here. It's like we're really that stupid. I mean, according to my favorite saying in their country, a thing that they call it taking the piss, or piss taking, and that's what it is. It's all, every time they go on the media, it's a piss take, and you can come to my country and to the media outlets, right, to make money taking the piss. Yeah, we call it pissing and moaning. We call it a whole list of other things in my country, but yes, nonetheless, taking the piss, or piss taking. I am so in love with that saying. If I could pick a saying that I love most about your country there that they come from, that is it. That is the biggest, bestest, most awesomeness and fantasticness saying I ever heard. The best, as far as sarcastic sayings, that's the best thing that ever graced my ears in my entire life, man. And not to mention your country. One more thing too. Another favorite actually brought us a lot of rock and roll bands, which you guys can list. Yeah, your country brought us. Your country they came from brought us some pretty good rock and roll bands. A whole nice long list, and a nice thing called "Taking the Piss," in which uh, that Meghan Markle and what's his face Prince, what's his face, yeah, and I only got through like a 24-minute video without smickering and laughing, you know. I mean, but I had to look at my notes here on. Literally had to look at my notes in this one just to uh, make sure I don't leave out anything. That shit was so damn good.